Get ready, Pittsburgh, for a special edition of PTL. Geared up for some STEM Fest fun. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
I know. Welcome to a special edition of Pittsburgh Today Live. As you can probably tell, I'm Heather Abraham here with Mikey Hood, and this is a takeover of our regular PTL programming.
Love that takeover, and we're in our lab coats, and we have this friendly robot behind us here.
Kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
But this next hour is going to be a lot of fun, and we want your family to join us. Things may get a little bit messy, especially here in the beginning as we try out some experiments and explore the world of STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and math. And coming up, we'll explore where and how kids are learning STEM for future careers.
So get your kids to join us as we get started with our first experiment right now.
And leading us through it is the head of the Citizen Science Lab, a hands-on laboratory where inquisitive minds can explore the life sciences.
It's open to everyone who wants to connect and learn, with 2 locations in the Hill District and South Hills, and now during COVID offering cyber STEM sessions to students.
And so we want to start off with our first guest, the founder, president, and CEO of the Citizen Science Lab, Dr. Andre Samuel. And Andre, you have something very special to do with us today. It will be messy. In fact, we even have this drop cloth. You said we need gloves and our glasses here.
Ready to go.
Yep, that's right. We're going to make some polystyrene foam here, and we're going to have a good time putting these 2 chemicals together and watching a chemical reaction occur right in front of us.
Oh, great.
Right.
I'm sure our bosses will be thrilled that we're doing this in the studio. So we're going to put our goggles on, and you've already had us add some dye and this first initial liquid that we've stirred together.
That is correct. That is correct. So we want to give it a little color, right? So our styrofoam foam will have a little color. You're going to do red. I have green here. And what we have in the bucket is a poly B tertiary amine, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add a poly A isocyanate to it, and that's going to cause a chemical reaction. We're going to get some temperature and some foam buildup.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and add it.
I have that right here, and I'm just going to pour this. Should I pour this generously, or?
Yeah, just pour it right on in there.
All of it?
We don't have to. Yep, all of it. Get it right in there.
Oh,
and you can take
boy.
your stir stick if you want.
Okay.
Try to scrape some of that in, and then let's go ahead as soon as you get it in there.
Stir it.
And start stirring.
All right.
You want to stir as fast.
So you have to put a little
vigorously.
muscle into this here.
Oh yeah. Working in the lab.
Keep going, Mikey.
Yeah.
Guns going.
I stirred my pancake batter like this morning.
Keep going, Mikey. And we are starting
Keep
to see it
going.
like lighten up in
Yeah.
color.
It'll lighten up in color, and you should see it start to expand.
All right. My arm is getting tired.
Okay, you're getting tired.
Take
All
it
right. I got you, Mikey. I got you. All right.
There we go.
I'm starting to feel something too. It does feel like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
look at this.
There we go.
There you go.
It's gone.
Wait,
Keep going.
Keep going. Wait till it goes to the top. There you go.
Oh,
And-
yeah. Look at that.
Wow. This reminds me so much of doing the volcanoes as a kid. Only this is a foam.
Right. So right now it's very pliable, but give it a few seconds, and it's going to harden, and it's going to become that soft foam that we see in bicycle helmets, in seat cushions, and things of that nature.
Oh.
And you can see it just keeps growing. And
My
you can put your hand
goodness.
over it.
It's not stopping.
Yeah, it's going to keep going.
Looks like The Blob. Remember The Blob?
And it's
Oh,
warm.
that was a great movie. That's a classic.
Yeah.
And is it supposed to be warm? Is there supposed to be
Yes, it
heat
is.
generating off of it?
Right. That's right. So what you're feeling is an exothermic reaction. That's a reaction that is releasing heat.
And you can see it even growing off of
Yeah,
the
you
stick.
can kind of like pick this up off the table here.
So, Dr.
Yep,
Samuel, since we're admiring what we've done here, can you tell us a little bit about why you wanted to start this program?
Sure, absolutely. So, my whole goal was to get more kids in our communities interested in science. And I believe that the best way to do that is to get them to do actual science, real hands-on science, real experimentation, learn how to do your own genetic ancestry, learn how to do genetic engineering, and create foam like this. And this is what gets kids excited about science, not the book, not the testing, not the scores. It's the actual science.
It's the hands-on,
right.
being able to see what happens.
Exactly. Now we can all look at foam with a whole new light.
Oh, I love it. This is so cool. I think I'm going to take this home with me.
As a souvenir.
Yes.
Very good.
Perfect, perfect.
Dr. Samuel, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Heather and Mikey.
And we want to say thanks to the Citizen Science Lab and to CGI for sponsoring today's segment and showing us this really neat experiment that I'm sure my kids are going to want to try at home. Well, have you heard that kids these days need to go beyond learning, reading, writing, and arithmetic? They also need to learn robotics.
Yeah, and one place they're getting those crucial lessons is after school at the Boys and Girls Club of Western Pennsylvania. I got a chance to stop by to see how kids there are now learning about robotics and artificial intelligence from real-life experts at PPG Industries. I even got a chance to make my own robot. Hey everyone, Mikey Hood here at the Boys and Girls Club in Lawrenceville to get a sneak peek on some of the artificial intelligence and robotics programs that some of the students, actually young students, are working on. Robotics and artificial intelligence? Well, in the STEM spirit, I think I need to change my wardrobe. Let's go!
It's called a JetBot, and it consists of, a basic frame of like what a toy car would consist of, and then a battery, as well as like different components that would connect it to the Wi-Fi so we can control it from the computer.
These middle school and high school students are a part of the AI and robotics program at Boys and Girls Club of Western Pennsylvania, where they are learning how to become part of a world where STEM and technology careers now dominate the workforce.
We're working on projects that we get to center around us, and we get to solve actual problems.
It can spin around.
Yeah.
It can really it can go really fast. You can set the speed.
Boys and Girls Club has partnered with PPG to bring several experienced IT professionals to work with students of all ages after school every day, exposing them to real-world STEM projects. They complete a 90-hour program over the summer and 100 hours during the school year.
We have the opportunity to share our talents and to really get out into the community and really serve those that are really in the most need, I think, in terms of learning and getting excited about careers in STEM.
Next, I learn about the left hand and dead end rules, which are used to help navigate self-driving cars.
Many of the schools that our students come from don't have the opportunities to build out a program like this.
Next, we learn how to build a co-robot using arts and crafts. You can make your own at home with a few household items like popsicle sticks, pipe cleaners, and clay. Students then build, present how their cobot will help them solve a problem, and finally render their bot for a video game. Stay with us, we are just getting started. Still to come, more experiments for you and your family.
Mikey, that is so neat.
It was so much fun, it really was.
And you're right, we do have a lot more experiments ahead, starting with the youngest children at Tender Care Learning Centers.
The lessons start for babies at just 6 weeks old because Tender Care encourages learning at all age levels.
And Selena had to get in on the fun.
At Tender Care Learning Center, we develop programs that are developmentally appropriate for all age levels.
The award-winning nurturing teachers at Tender Care encourage communication, collaboration, and critical thinking.
We start STEM as early as 6 weeks, and we incorporate it all the way up to our 12-year-olds.
Blair says they've learned that STEM is really important from an early age and helps the kids develop a great foundation for later on in life.
It's fun to watch their reactions when they're learning something new, when they think they're just playing.
All right, parents and kids, let's do a couple together. Experiment number 1 is the milk color explosion. You'll need milk, food coloring, Q-tips, and liquid dish soap. Make sure to put enough milk into the bowl and allow it to settle.
You're gonna put 1 drop of each of the colors in there, and then we're gonna wait and make it explode.
Keep the drops close together in the center of your bowl, but don't mix them together yet.
Put the Q-tip in the dish soap. Now I want you to put that Q-tip in the middle of all of your colors, and let's see what happens.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. Well, that was super cool. Now we're on to experiment number 2. What's next, Angela?
So we are gonna do the magic paper towel experiment.
You'll need markers, paper towels, a plate or bowl big enough for paper towel drawing, and water.
My friend Addison here, she drew a beautiful tree on the bottom of her paper towel. And now she's gonna fold her paper towel in half. Can you draw me some flowers on your tree? We're gonna put our paper towel in the water. What do we think is gonna happen when we put our paper towel in the water?
Let's find out. Wow, look at this magic happen right before our eyes. Addison's flowers appeared right on top of her tree. Okay, time for my big reveal.
Let's see what happens. Check that out. PTL. I love it.
Okay, now my kids are definitely going to want to try those out. Thank you so much, Selena. And I love those little learners. They're so cute, and they're tiny little lab coats, too.
And you can try that same experiment at your home with your little ones.
All right, for our next 2 experiments, you are going to need dried cranberries, cranberry juice, lemon lime soda, white vinegar, baking soda, and a clear cup or glass. We're back next to show what happens when we mix them all together, and of all places, the library.
Plus, speedy delivery. See how STEM is helping our packages arrive in record time, thanks to state-of-the-art technology at the new Amazon Fulfillment Center. We'll give our take on the tour ahead.
First, we are having fun this hour asking Alexa with some special guests joining us for KDKA STEM Fest. Here's actor and Pittsburgh native Billy Gardell with the first question.
Ask Alexa is sponsored by Amazon.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Alexa's answer when we come back.